Welcome to gorgeous Cape Cod, Massachusetts, here on the holiday weekend, July 4th tomorrow. We're out here catching up with a current Sycamore. It wasn't too long ago that Shamanaya behind us. This was his home field during his time in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Right now it's good old Larry's home field, Ethan Larrison. And Ethan, thanks so much for the time. It's great to see you out here in Cape Cod. How's Cape Cod been treating you since you've been out here for now about a month?
Yeah, it's treated me very well. Just being out here with a good group of guys and great coaching staff that know what they're doing. Just getting extra reps, extra innings in, and it's just been fantastic being out here, really.
There's so much about this league that you hear about just as a baseball guy. Now that you're in the league and you've been able to play in it for a while, what has it been like playing in the Cape Cod League?
It's been tough. Just coming out here and facing all the great hitters. Like our coaches have said, these guys aren't they don't stack up like a regular college team. They're usually everybody's 3-hitter, 4-hitter, leadoff guy. So, it's been tough, but I feel like it's made me a lot better, forcing me to do things I wouldn't usually do and focus on things they wouldn't usually focus on, and try not to make mistakes because they'll get hit. So yeah, it's just made me a lot better being out here for the short month that I've been out here.
Knowing you're going up against teams with so many stacked lineups, like you mentioned, where has that challenged you the most this summer?
I'd say just being able to focus up with like 2 outs and just continue to finish off the innings. You can get 2 outs really quickly, and then you think you're almost out of it, and blink of an eye, you've given up 2 runs and a home run or something like that. So for me, just finishing innings and being able to keep my pitch count down.
1 year ago at this time, we were about sitting this close to each other. I was doing PA, you were running the scoreboard for the Rex. If I would have told Ethan Larrison then that a year from now we would be talking in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and you'd be pitching in Cape Cod, what do you think you would have thought back then?
I would have probably laughed a little bit, but I wouldn't have thought I was out of the picture because I know I pushed myself and I feel like I produce at Indiana State, but this is a tough league and you don't really expect to be out here, but just getting the chance is awesome, really.
The reason you were out due to an injury you suffered in December. What was the difficult part of that, being able to battle back through your injury where you skid on ice and you had to sit out?
Yeah, it was pretty much the hardest part for me was just not doing anything. Just like watching the guys have games and practicing and throwing bullpens and stuff, and not being able to get in the weight room with the rest of my teammates and just sitting out and watching was probably the hardest thing for me. But I had a good doctor help me throughout the way, and our trainers back in Indiana State with rehab and physical therapy and stuff, and I was able to get back really fast. And it's completely healthy now, so I'm just thankful for that.
Seemed like your role really started to blossom this past spring, especially later on in the year. Knowing you've had to battle through so much, where do you feel you're at right now from a baseball standpoint compared to where you were not too long a December ago?
I feel like I'm a lot more trustworthy now with the role that I play as at Indiana State with like the 7th, 8th setup guy for our closer, and I've kind of fallen into that role here, which I'm comfortable with. I like it a lot that they're able to see that I can go out there and get outs and hold a team from scoring too many runs, and set up our closer to go out and get a win. So, yeah, I think that's just the biggest thing for me is just being able to be comfortable and doing what I like to do, I guess, being in like a pressure situation and towards the end of the game, really.
One of the aspects of this league, too, is, yes, you go up against great talent, but you also mentioned coaching. It's not that you don't get great coaching back in Terre Haute. You do. I don't know how anyone could throw a high heater without learning from Jordan Teagues, who I'm sure did that quite a bit back during his playing days. But describe really the coaching here and just the difference in really the level that you get along with the talent that you go up against every time you step out on the field here.
Well, first off, it's not. The coaches do a great job and they play a big part of it. But a lot of it too is just going up against the competition, and they just make you better being around these guys that are at bigger schools and just are just very athletic and really good at baseball. But back to the coaching, it's crazy. I think our pitching coach, Coach Corn's been coaching for like 49 or 50 years now. So I could throw a bullpen and every single pitch I throw, there's something else that he'll see and he'll correct me on. And I've just made like big strides towards becoming a better pitcher just for like the short month I've been out here, and it's awesome. And then Coach Polk, he's been awesome too. He, again, like him, he's like Coach Corn. He's coached for about 50 years now. So, like I said, there's nothing they don't know about baseball. Pretty much, you can ask him anything, and do anything, and they'll have a correct answer for you and a correct way to fix yourself. So it's really nice. It's really helpful being out here.
As you look at the bigger scope for the rest of the summer, where do you feel, you mentioned how you've already grown some since you've been here, where do you want to see more growth?
I'd like to see more growth from me just in actually in every aspect of the game, really. Focusing, getting stronger, throwing harder, and being able to spot up a little bit better. I don't think I have a super high level at anything, really. I mean, I feel like I'm a good pitcher, but I feel like there's always space to grow and get better. So I'm loving it here. So my expectations, I'd say, is just to keep throwing well and help my team out as much as I can, really.
You love it here. It's not like you have any gorgeous views at all.
Oh, yeah. I love it. It's awesome.
Is there a favorite spot you like going to in Hyannis in this area?
I'd have to say my house. My host family's house overlooks the ocean. It's about 50 yards away from the water. So they've got like their own pool and beach in their backyard. So that's pretty nice. It's great.
So are you telling Coach Hannis he needs to kind of maybe get a house by the Wabash River so you can overlook some nice spacious water?
Get the team out there and hang out. Yeah, that'd be great.
There you go. Coach Hannis, if you're watching, no big expectations when Ethan gets back. But, Ethan, it's been great to see you have so much success this summer, and we definitely hope that it continues the rest of the summer. And then ultimately when we get back to Terre Haute, it's great to see you, and thanks so much for the time.
No problem. Thank you very much for coming.
Once again, that's Ethan Larrison for everybody with Indiana State Baseball. For more updates on the Sycamores, you know where to stay. That's right here on GoSycamores.com. Have a great 4th, everybody.